Oh my god, are we live? Are we actually live? I refuse to believe it. Oh my god, we're live, ladies and gentlemen. Hello! What is good? Oh man! There's an echo though. Is there an echo? It was probably because I didn't have the stream muted when it first came through. I got it. Are we good? Are we good? Is the audio good? Is everything alright? Oh man. I was stressing out. I was stressing out, boys. Oh, what's going on, everybody? All right, I'm glad we're good. All right, woo! You guys have no idea how many times I changed the stream key, changed the server I was streaming to. Everything was not working. It was insane. We're ready to rock and roll, though. My name's Mega Man, bringing you guys the action, and hopefully everything's all right now. Hopefully it stays okay. Hopefully we're good. With that being said, though, we are live on Nuke between compLexity and NRG. We did miss a couple of rounds. I apologize for that. I guess Twitch was having some major malfunction of some form, so it wasn't letting me go live. Now we are live. Now we're ready to rock and roll. Things are looking good, and it is 8-3. So we missed 11 rounds. We're into the 12th round of this matchup, so everything should be okay now. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed everything stays okay. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into this. It hasn't really been back and forth, so to speak. I mean, you can look at the round counter. You can see some sparse rounds for the CT side, but everything else has pretty much gone according to plan here. Breeze really coming out of the gate. Ethan, the two young guns on the squad, really putting in work. Daps hasn't really had to do much. All things considered, the team has been performing quite well. So, here we are. How is everybody this evening? Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you're doing as well as NRG are, because as you can see, I mean, Breeze has just been tearing them apart on this terrorist side. Another multi-kill round for him as he continues to dominate. Shazam's got no chance. That's 3 headshots on the round for Breeze. And, yeah, all in all, things looking pretty sharp here for the terrorist side. Their executes on the upper bomb site have been pretty crisp. Haven't really done too much in the lower bomb sites so far in this matchup, because upper has been pretty wide open for him. So, not too shabby, to say the least. So we are good to go. We are good to go. Let me go ahead and post. We are live. Twitch.tv/StarLadder_CS_EN. Boom. All right. Now that we got that out of the way, we're good to go. So it's 9-3 in favor of NRG. You guys saw it's pretty much most of these rounds have been that fashion. Money situation never really being in the favor of compLexity so far. You can see Android, one of their heavy hitters, down at a 2-10 score line. So it is tough. It is difficult for them. They have definitely been on the struggle bus throughout, and the terrorist side onslaught. I mean, outer yard has just been so good throughout for these guys, and they are going to try and keep things moving again. And you can see, I mean, it's easy. It's on an eco round. Nothing real too difficult for him. Cirque even chiming in with some kills. We might get a team ace here, and we will actually get a team ace. Everybody contributing on the NRG side as they touch double digits in the opening half. Best compLexity can hope for is 5. What are you saying? My crosshair's too big? Is that better? Should we go up one more? Is that better? Is that good? This my config? Yeah, this is my config. I'm doing the observing, the streaming, the casting. I'm running the one-man show this evening. Haven't really messed with it. Didn't really have any problems with it before. A little tagging through that smoke at Squeaky Door is going to find Cirque on the other side of that. 77 HP for him still. Change your title. Yeah, hold on. Let me go ahead and do that for you guys too, since I'm not doing enough already for you. Let me do this. Let me do NRG verse COL season 6 NA Qualifier. There you go. Is that good enough for you? Will you guys stop complaining about the title now? Good. Good. You're welcome. Not a problem. Not a problem. Lawyer and less far more social. You. You. No frags yet in the round. Some light damage as we talked about earlier. 90 health for Stanislaw. He probably got tickled by an HE grenade or maybe some spam through HUD of some sort. Where's he playing? He's playing on the floor, so it definitely could have been some HUD spam. You can see they were shooting to the backside of the reverse triple box. Didn't find anything over there. There's a smoke out. Cirque, though, might get the gun barrel spotted. Doesn't matter. Stan trying to get something going, but they tag team him. All three of those players coming out around the corner. Not going to allow him to get that kill. Does drop Daps low onto 8 HP, but the rest of them still alive and kicking until then, as Ethan will go down there trying to get out towards the vent side, and they will do just that. Daps trying to back that ass up, and he will get over to the vent, but it's Shazam, Android, and Def all to chime in. Fugly over by vents, gets his toes spotted, trying to get down below, but it's Shazam to shut it down. And finally, compLexity are able to put another round on the board. So coming into the final round of the first half, compLexity looking to make it 2 in a row, try to get a 10-5 scoreline into the second half to at least give them some breathing room moving forward on this map. Now, if I go and take a look at my vetoes, I don't know if you guys know what the actual maps are that they're going to be playing, but NRG chose Nuke. Inferno will be map number 2. That is compLexity's choice. And then Cache, if we need it, will be map number 3. But the way NRG's playing, things are looking pretty good for him. So we'll see. We'll see how things ultimately pan out for him. But for now, we are into the final round of the opening half of map number 1. It's a good nade from a ramp room, finding some heavy damage onto Fugly and Breeze. Outside yard again, Daps domain. He's going to try and put some work in once more. Shazam on turnpike. Shazam does get a 1 for done. It's going to be Ethan traded out for Breeze, and Stanislaw is going to find Daps as well as Yay doubling down over here by the control room, leaving it all on Cirque. 1 versus many. He's made it 1 versus 1 less few. Stanislaw coming around to the backside of the fence. He's spotted. That's a crisp headshot. Nicely done from Cirque. Trying to make this manageable. Into a 1 versus 2 we go. Both players coming around from ramp room. He's going to get the plant down lower. Does fake it. Looks to decon. Not going to spot anything over there. You could actually bypass this completely and go upper, and that's exactly what he's going to do. This is a smart play. He's got them guessing. They're not close enough to a bomb site to actually guess where this bomb is planted. Are they going to guess up or negative? They're going towards lower, so this is going to make the rotation extra long, and they're going to burn some utility doing it. So this is a smart play from Cirque, trying to isolate these 1v1s. Bomb planted up, or no quick way for him to get in. They're still burning utility. They can hear the bomb ticking. Oh no, now they realize they've used both of their smokes and the bomb is upstairs. So we might actually see the 4 versus 1 clutch here for Cirque. Not a lot of time left. They're going to have to push the flames. And yeah, this is pretty much it. Not much that they can do. He's going to come right on around the corner, pop another one. That's 3 out of the 4. That bomb is going to explode for an 11th round, and there you go. He just chucks the guns around the corner. It's a 4v1 clutch for Cirque. Well played by him. And again, just the sound cues on Nuke not doing any favors for compLexity, and wasting a lot of time burning that utility, trying to get into that lower bomb site unnecessarily. Nicely done. So big clutch there for Cirque at the end of that half. 12-6 on the scoreboard for him. 11-4 on the scoreboard for NRG, as a pistol round could spell disaster for compLexity moving forward. Yeah, that's a big oof. That was a big oof. But, you know, it happens. Like I said, on a top-down map like Nuke, you get a lot of those sound cues that you would otherwise... That's one of the reasons why people were calling so heavily for the sound changes in the game when they put in the new, hopefully better directional sound in the game, so you can understand where things are coming from a little bit better. But not the case in that round. That bomb taken away, you could hear it through the observer feed as well. And as of right now, it's going to be a heavy push towards ramp. Breeze, Daps, Android, all getting in on the mix. Lots of bodies hitting the floor over here. And finally, ramp room control is going to be exercised here by the T side. And it looks like they want to go for a heaven wrap. This is a little bit dangerous. A lot of footsteps being heard. And Fugly, nice shot there onto Yay. Trying to work his way back around. Looking for a second one onto Android. He might just get it here. Does tag him up. And he's going to jump in towards the turnpike room. Hell, more commonly talked about. And still trying to fight it. Fugly to the side, and he snaps over, gets the headshot, leaving Stanislaw by his lonesome, and now Stanislaw on the ground. Daps cleaning things up here, and that will be the round for NRG. So they pick up both pistols in this matchup, And if they can execute the anti-ecos appropriately, we might have them up to a 13-4 scoreline before we have the full gun round come out. No, this is absolutely Tom Biz. I shed my UK accent and pulling an all-nighter tonight. Believe me, this head is as bald as it gets, baby. Oh yeah. So, 12-4 scoreline, 8-round score difference for the two squads, and NRG still looking to bring the pain as they do bring a heavy arsenal. A couple of AKs on the board for the T side, so they're going to go for the force buy as opposed to the third round buy after that bomb plant. So it's going to be tough, but if they're able to execute this round, they could start to formulate, mount a comeback somewhat. Flash to outside, one player backside CT red, which is now CT off-white. Over there by the big garage, that's going to be Cirque. And he might come under fire here very, very shortly. As you can see, he's playing Ring Around the Rosie outside. There's one on the Def, but not going to be able to get the kill. Def, with the higher-powered rifle, will be able to take him down. And he does take a boatload of damage behind it. They're still looking for these players to come strafing out around the corner. There you go. From on high, Ethan spots the toes of Ye. We'll spam him down through the scaffolding. One around the corner, though. Def, he's going to double down. He finds the headshot onto Fugly, so that starts to open things up here for the T side as they try and push their way forward, but nothing doing just yet. Breeze trying to circle back around from ramp room, go through Turnpike, might be able to catch Shazam if he's going up the ladder. He is underneath. He is now dead. Android now dead. That's the bomb. One more to beat. He swaps for the AK. Def long spam, but he will get the kill, and it's down to a 2-on-2. They've still got Ethan up in heaven, spotting some toes once again, and he's going to chop those little piggies right off. He's going to leave it on Stanislaw's back in a 2 versus 1. 77 HP, but no bomb, no weapon. Just a Desert Eagle has salvaged an M4. Much more to do in this round. He's also picked up the bomb and worked his way up to the heaven side. But Daps on the backside of upper vent now spots the head. Ethan going to hear the footsteps, peeks his head on out, and decapitates in one bullet style. Well done indeed here from the CT side of NRG, managing that force buy from compLexity well. Even though Def was able to pick up a couple of kills, it was too little too late. NRG 13, compLexity 4. So now we're back onto the force buy. All the eggs in one basket for compLexity. They're going to buy up what they can. They've got some armor behind this pistol buy. You know how lethal these CZs can be. It's the run and gun style, the drive-bys. And we'll see if they can put it to work here in this round. We do have a couple of kits on the board here for the CT side, some upgraded weapons. Spam going in through the hut side. That's going to find a little bit of tagging on to Def, but it's going to be mostly Breeze up here on upper, who's just mowing lawns from range. Stanislaw, though, talking about range with that CZ, does manage to find one, trying to pop a smoke, does have the knife out, but Daps has the FAMAS out, and that will be the round. 14-4, NRG looking like they are on cruise control. Now we see a pause come out, but it might be too little too late, as compLexity now a 10-round deficit behind NRG on the first map of this series. And as I said before, bear in mind the fact that this is NRG's map pick. We could be looking at another map after this, which will be Inferno. That is compLexity's map pick. See how things fare for them once we get to there. But this map not just over. And we're seeing a called unpause here, so we should be ready to rip and roll into this round. As you can see, I mean, all the M4s all day for NRG. Cirque hasn't even had to pick up the AWP into the second half here. Now, granted, he did finish the first half at a 12-6 scoreline, so he's fragless in the second half, but it's all Breeze all day. Look at him, 23-8, 18 rounds in. So he's 5 kills over a 1 frag per round ratio. That is massive. Fugly on 9 kills, Daps on 8. They really haven't had to do much. It's been the Young Bucks on Breeze and Ethan leading the server with a combined 37 frags and 18 deaths. And Ethan, he's not wasting any time. He goes right at them, straight around back red box, and he just murders 2. That nade's going to be a little bit off the mark, and that landing is going to be a little bit sore. Some broken kneecaps for Stanislaw as he craters, coming off the top of Twinkie. A couple more players left to find. There's a good pop flash to leave Cirque out there, as he is the high HP player on the outer yard. And he might just find Stanislaw, who has picked up a scout, but he's also blown out the tires, as he is on 30 HP. Slowing things down just a little bit here on the terrorist side, trying to bring this one back. But for now, it's not going to be a real feasible option for them, as they are on the back foot with an UMP, a Scout, and a CZ versus the 5 M4 buy. They're going to chance their whole map on outside. And again, I'm going to go ahead and get in Cirque's eyes here, because he's going to have a couple of terrorists in his vision here very shortly. There's the first one. He's going to spot it, pops the flash. Here's the footstep. Stan trying to get in his face, but he's going to get mowed down. Shazam will get the trade, but he also takes 92 damage in return. So a 4-on-2, trying to throw some flashes outside. That's not going to work for Breeze, who is perfectly wide open on the backside of that smoke towards Mini Garage, and he will find the last 2 kills. So that ups him to, what, 28 kills? 25 and 8 on the board. So a very strong showing from Young Breeze in this matchup, as he is controlling this match very, very well. 15-4 scoreline. And again, NRG coming to play on map number 1. compLexity haven't really had any options into this matchup so far. Deep smoke to outside. compLexity reeling right now. It looks like they might want to speed things up maybe towards upper, but firepower definitely not in their favor. Ethan coming over to ramp room. That might be the order of the day, and that smoke might just put a kink in the think here for the compLexity side. So now their options limited. They are going to make the press in towards the ramp room. Here is Ethan. That's a good nade. Might find some heavy damage, and it does just that. Shazam is going to get tagged down to 55. Ethan trying to hold his ground. We'll get one after the early nade damage. And a little awkward there for Def. Fugly cleaning up 2 in the lower bomb site, and that leaves it all up to Android. 1 versus 4 to save the map. Made it at least a 1v3, but he doesn't have control of the bomb, and they know exactly where he is over towards the control room. He's going to get his bell rung and dropped. How appropriate that it's Breeze to finish off the match. 26 and 8 for Breeze, a 16-4 victory for the boys on NRG. So map number 1 going the way of compLexity. Pardon me, NRG. you guys. And with that being said, we're going to take a quick break. We should be back with map number 2 here very, very shortly for you guys. You don't want to miss it. We will be right back. NRG versus compLexity. Inferno coming up next.